Okay, test, test, test. Practice makes perfect. If you record something 3 times, then maybe you'll get one good recording. Okay, guys, it's been one of those days where I've recorded this now 2 times. This is the 3rd time. So let's hope that I get some sound and you don't hear trucks going by or too many animals. Welcome back to Homestead. This is almost the middle of July now, and I hope that your fasting is going well. Mine is going pretty well. I am still working to get at least 18 hours of fasting in, aiming for 20 hours of fasting in a 4-hour window. Sometimes that doesn't always happen. You know, we just need to be flexible, and this lifestyle is about doing what we can maintain and without being super strict or super militant about what we're doing. We want this to be an easy way of living, something that we can maintain, that can be sustainable. And that's key to everything that I'm trying to do. I'm also enjoying some really incredible energy levels. So much so that I really have kind of overdone it. Yesterday and today, we've been moving a lot of things around the property, and we were relocating some bricks. And I probably overdid a little bit because I moved bricks yesterday, moved bricks again this morning, and then tackled 2 big dogs who did not want to take a bath later on. So um, I a little overexhausted my back, and now it's time to be kind, to rehydrate, and allow myself to recover. I am also continuing my promise to myself that I am not going to step on the scales on a daily basis and be a slave to that roller coaster. I am waiting until the end of the month, and I will weigh the end of the month and just go with that one weight. Makes me a little bit nervous. The little bit of a control freak in me is struggling just a little bit, but this is good, right? This is good, and this is a growing experience. So since I am not hyper focused on the scales and hyper focused on being militant about my schedule, I am trying to put my energies into cooking better and making wiser choices with food so that things that I eat in that window are truly window worthy. One of the things that I've been aiming to do is to start cleaning up our condiments. If you're like me, your refrigerator is probably filled with ranch dressing and sauces and dips and salad dressings. Ooh, that we really probably don't want to know what the ingredient list is. I made the mistake of starting to examine some of them and found out that mayonnaise, like across the board, seems to all be made with either vegetable oils or soybean oils. And I am trying to personally stay away from soy, and I don't want vegetable oils. I want safe, healthy, beneficial oils in my foods. So I am making the switch. Now, I've done this before where I made homemade mayonnaise and I really enjoyed it. It's just not always the easiest to do. Does require a little bit of work, but it's really not that difficult. So today I am sharing with you my avocado oil mayonnaise recipe. And I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you will give it a try, because this can be the base to a lot of really good recipes. And we're going to feel so much better about what we're putting in our bodies when we know that there are only good, wholesome ingredients in them. So here we go. Starting out with a 32-ounce canning jar or a tall jar, you're going to add 2 eggs at room temperature. And then we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. I'm not really measuring here, but roughly half of a small lemon should give you just plenty. Then we're going to add about a half a teaspoon of some really good salt. I'm using pink Himalayan, but Redmond's would be an excellent option. Then we're going to add a teaspoon of mustard. I'm using spicy brown here. You can also use just regular yellow mustard or a simple Dijon mustard. Then the key ingredient is 2 cups of avocado oil. That's what I'm using here, but you can swap that out with other oils. Just make sure it's a good healthy one. Then key is to use an immersion blender here. I'll link in the description the one that I've used. I love this one. Now there's a real cool technique here where you're going to start blending from the bottom. That's where the egg is, and you want to just slowly thicken up the bottom and then gradually raise that immersion blender up just a little bit further each time till you reach the point where you actually have something that looks like mayonnaise. And if you blend this from the top down, it will not work, I promise you. I have definitely messed up plenty of recipes with this. So just remember to start at the bottom and gradually work your way to the top. And there you have it. See that nice thick mayo? Make sure that you don't leave any behind. So there you have it, a hefty jar of mayonnaise that will probably last us about a week because I use it for a lot of recipes and for salad dressing. You can make this by halving it. What I'm going to do is put a link to the recipe in the description below, and I'll break it down so that you can do a half recipe or a double. But this is made with avocado oil. As I mentioned, you can change up the oils. You can do it with coconut oil. You can do it with bacon grease. You can do it with olive oil. Olive oil is going to be a little bit stronger taste. You can change up the types of mustard that you use. You could do a plain yellow mustard. I used a spicy brown mustard. You can use a Dijon, but I don't recommend that you use Dijon with white wine. That may not turn out very well, and you can ask me how I know that. You also can change up the acids. You can use the lemon juice like the recipe says, or you can change that up and use apple cider vinegar or other types of vinegar, whatever you decide. So I hope that you will whip up a batch of this and try it out in some of your own recipes. If you have found this video to be helpful, press the like button. That helps YouTube to know that you like this recipe and that someone else may as well. I am headed to the kitchen to make some deviled eggs with my healthy mayonnaise, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Until then, happy fasting, friends.